Recordings again. Okay, we're back. And Bo, you're back in the driver's seat.
All right. So the party has agreed, it seems as though, to proceed through the trap door and go to fix the intake. That you were informed by the Hillmaster must be the problem as to why no water is coming up from the underground to the surface.
And the intake is the water being drawn out of the well and up, right? That's what we're saying when we say intake.
Whatever the water source might be below ground. You haven't seen it yet. Up to the surface. Okay. So this is like this middle pump room, basically. If you were to look at it, you're down below this machinery that helps suction the water up to the surface. Okay, and so Dharma has agreed to watch over the Hillmaster. Holga has been shot in the head by an unknown assailant. And the other Hillguard, Thomas, is out. He's out. He tripped and fell. Just FYI, because he rolled a critical one, so I gave him a bad fate.
Oh,
watch out for them critical ones. All right. Yeah. So, what order is your party proceeding in through this trap?
Well, Varel is back to full speed then.
I mean, you've taken a short rest, so he's feeling able.
Plus, he's got a lot of hit points from me.
No, technically I'm at full hit points, but I do approach Stanley and say, "You believed in me, and I failed you. I activated some monstrously loud trap that took us both out in the doorway, and I must apologize."
Yeah, that was it. That was totally it.
I reach out, I pat him on the arm, I say, "Don't worry about it. I have a feeling that outside forces beyond our control acted upon you. You would have performed magnificently."
And I look over at Hope and go,
"Don't you say a freaking word. I know you were back there with me and you watched. Don't say anything."
I'm not. I never said I would.
All right, because that wasn't me. It was totally not me.
Your vote of confidence moves me. I will once again proceed for the good of the group. And I'll open the hatch.
Okay, so what's the order? I need a marching order.
I feel like he should still lead. He's our tank. He's our stalwart, brave one. Like, unless
I'm gonna be behind Nash.
Okay.
For reasons. I will go second then.
All right, so I've got. Let me write this down. Get a new paper here. So it is Vorel, Nash. No, Stanley.
Yeah. Stanley, yeah.
Nash and Hope bringing up the rear. Okay. All right, so you open up the hatch.
Oh, we could have spelled VHS.
One day. Really, I think we need to make that a team goal. Maybe when we get a little better.
Yeah, squad goal. I like it.
You open up the hatch and you see there's a small ladder, maybe like 2 feet, down to the stairwell.
Oh, geez, no one leveled. Sorry. Sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Like someone dropped a warhammer on the ground. So you see it descends to a stairwell, and basically, so you descend on the ladder, and you get sort of a feeling for what you're looking at here. And it's a big cylindrical room that goes down forever. You can't see the bottom. The walls are made of basically this really like old, decrepit concrete that someone has laid there at some point. The stairs as well are made with concrete. You hope that the stairs have some sort of rebar reinforcement because they are jutting out of the wall. The stairs are 5 feet wide and they are on the edge of the cylinder, spiraling down. Okay. There's no railing on the other side, meaning that it's a precarious purchase walking down. Even though it's 5 feet and you can kind of walk ably, you still do feel an instinct to clutch or lean against the wall because any tip and balance will send you flying to the bottom. And this seems to go down forever, this spiral. In the center is the pipe that you've seen from the room above, continuing down. And at various points, you see that the pipe, there are metal struts coming out from the wall to sort of hold the pipe in place and provide its support and carry some of its weight, because a pipe, going down that far is bound to be heavy. So structurally, someone at some point created the struts to help support the weight of the piping on the way down. So everyone descends into this stairwell. You guys have your torches or your dark vision.
I'll be checking behind us as we go down every
okay.
so often.
I once again take out the lantern and using prestidigitation light it up.
Yeah, and I'm
Okay.
using his cone of light to see where I'm stepping.
Okay. So you progress. You do have to be careful with progress. So it is going to count as difficult terrain because it's a set of stairs for your movements. And you proceed down. And so the first little bit of the way, you are walking downstairs for 15 minutes solid. And there's not much change to the room, except it's much cooler than the room you were previously in without all the engines. So that's a welcome relief. And there's like old, like rusted sort of metal smell from the rebar and just from what you imagine are centuries of non-use of this area. You also notice that it's quite damp in here. So it's just sort of this feeling of wetness, humidity in the air. As you travel for the 15 minutes and descend down the stairs, you eventually come upon someone's carved out this big picture of a skull in the cement wall.
Okay.
And this resembles the skull that you that was described to you by the Hillmaster as potentially having been a true. You see, it's very crudely drawn, but there's a mouth opening, and it has like only 3 of its teeth remaining in the mouth area. And the mouth opening is just there's a groove in the wall to denote that's a mouth area of the skull, and as well the eyes are sort of carved out as well in detail. So you can see that about another 30 feet down the stairs, where you stop and sort of assess what you're seeing.
Cool. I full stop. Trap.
I agree with the lizard.
This is the trap that the Hillmaster warned us about. It would look like. Can I examine the right eye of the skull?
So you're not going to be able to, because it's not, unless you want to risk, because it's 5 feet wide, the stairwell. You guys can't move past one another very easily. So you'll have to do an ability check or run the risk of potentially falling. It's
You
very
could
narrow
crawl
stair.
through the legs.
Vorel, I think you might have to be the one to disarm this trap.
Very well. Walk me through.
Well, the first thing the Hillmaster said was that it was the right eye.
All right. Walk up to it, looking at the right eye.
Okay. It just looks like the right eye is cut out of the wall, like it's carved. There's a place denoting the right eye. As you run your hand over the right eye, you feel it's like loose, the part where the eye is, and that you can lift it up a little bit.
Oh.
The eye is liftable. Next step.
Go ahead and lift it.
I gingerly lift it.
Okay, you gingerly lift it, and as you do, the piece sort of slips out and falls, and it shows an opening in there. And you see a tiny, little stick and like a round sort of bump on there.
Prone.
Some sort of what's that?
I go prone.
You go prone.
I've learned several lessons about these traps, and laying down is a good idea.
Okay, so you lay down prone, and you hear the piece that you pulled off of cement, denoting it, sort of lands on the stairwell and goes tuk, 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 and just sort of rolls down the stairs. And the rest of you see the lizard man, this giant 280-pound, 7-foot tall lizard man, just drop prone on the stairs. And a bit of cement crumbles around him. There's a lot of dust on these stairs, and
I'm gonna drop too as soon as I see him drop.
Yeah, I'm dropping prone as well.
okay, everyone drops prone on the stairs.
Yeah.
There's some noise, some echoing that happens throughout the chamber. Everyone creates a bit of cement, and you hear little droppings of cement hit.
What did you see?
The eye lifted, detached, fell off, crumbled.
Why are we crouching?
Traps.
I don't think Australia. There we go. I don't think you set it off.
Oh.
I think we're okay to try it.
Next step.
Alright.
Next.
What are you seeing exactly?
Well, the eye is open,
Yeah.
and inside I describe
A stick. There's a round stick attached to this sort of half ball in there. That's it.
A stick?
a stick.
Like a little. It looks like a joystick.
Oh.
It looks like it's a little stick, and it's attached to a ball. It appears like maybe you would move it. To your lizard mind, maybe it's not as evident as it would be as I'm describing it.
All right, I think this is where we need to input the code that Nash described in some arcane manner. It's up, down, left, right, up, click.
Very well. I execute the up, down, left, right. Was there one more?
Left,
Left,
right.
right.
Left, right, and then
Up.
assume
Up, click.
up.
Up.
And did it click?
And then click.
Or do I click?
Yeah, you can push in the stick.
Okay, then I push it in. And this is all like, like Belle's hand in the Beauty and the Beast kind of.
Right, you're like
Little
like,
tiny for
up
exactly.
So you do the movements as described, and you hear this this large like click and the grinding of cement on cement going like rink, and there's a satisfying thud in the wall, like a.
That was more satisfying.
Yeah. One of those was more satisfying than the other.
And then you hear nothing further.
Okay.
So the door didn't open or anything, but clearly a contraption moved behind.
Something.
That's right.
Something dislodged itself. It sounds like to me, like something that was going to be bad for us moved away.
And the stairs continue downward.
The stairs continue onward.
I would assume we're good to go.
Is there any way to do some kind of check to see if... I mean, we don't know what the trap does, so it's hard to test against it, but I'd love to know if we for sure got it. I don't know what to do to do that. I mean, I guess we just go and make the lizard take it?
Yeah, he's got the most hit points.
All right, onward.
That seems to have been your modus operandi this far, Nash. I wouldn't expect it to change none in any time since.
Put the damn lizard in front.
All right, Vorel, you continue on down without everyone else is waiting up top. They're still lying prone, and you're so you continue on down the stairwell. You walk for basically another 60 feet down the stairwell.
I would continue
nothing
following
happens.
him.
Yeah, I would follow him too. I think we should
Get
follow
up
in
and
the
follow.
order. Yeah,
I wasn't using him as a test lizard. I was walking with him.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
Okay.
politically prudent for you to do that, Stanley.
How many people here speak Elvish?
I don't.
I do.
Oh, you're a nerd.
So as you walk and get closer, you get a better look of the skull, and you see actually there's some Elvish words written on there, and you recognize them immediately. Very curious, and it translates into common: "Only dreamers may enter." That's all it says.
Well, I've got good news. This is very cryptic and difficult to understand.
Is that the good news?
What does
It
it
says-
say?
Only dreamers may enter.
What's the bad news?
I have no idea what that means.
Okay, so I imagine you're continuing along. Vorel is already sort of well past the skull, right? You
I'm
guys are
assuming we have another hour's worth of walking, so I'm going.
Yeah, so you're about 15 minutes down. You were told it was an hour, so you continue walking. And about another 15 minutes goes by. Everyone's getting quite tired. It's exhausting. You are descending stairs. It's not as bad as going up these stairs, which is in the back of everyone's mind that they're going to have to do later. But it does take, you are being careful. Nobody wants to be the one to fall into the hole. You guys do value your lives, I would think. So the travel still is stressful. As you approach the 30-minute mark of descent down, you can only guess how far down you are at this point. Maybe even a full mile of depth.
Right.
You see the wall start to be more cracky. Like there's more cracks in the cement. There are places where the cement has fallen out, and you can see the rock wall that would be behind it. At a certain point, you come to see some of the cement opens into that pit area you were seeing for the bridge. So there's no rock behind the cement. The cement's fallen out, and it's just sort of open. There's open space, and you see like a farther wall, and so you're getting a kind of sense that like you're descending close to where that pit would be. And as you descend further, you start to also notice there are more like there are just more openings as you get further and further in the wall.
Openings. Can I?
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
Now, Varel, since you're first down,
Something's gonna come out of these walls, dude. I'm just telling you.
You get to a certain point, and you start to hear noises. Like the noise, like it was very quiet and like completely silent apart from the noise you were making, but you're starting to hear like just little scratches in the walls and little things like rocks, maybe sliding, and as it opens up more. So you sort of notice that this is the amount of noise you're hearing as a lizard person, because you're kind of keen to the sounds of the hunt. That the noises are a little higher than you're expecting them to be.
So I'll do another stop on the stairs, turn back, say, vermin or human ghosts?
Those were
birds.
Okay.
I highly doubt ghosts, Vorel. I think at best we're worrying about vermin, which we should worry about, but I think you're safe from ghosts.
Hillmaster was very insistent on his lineage.
Well, the Hillmaster's an idiot.
I agree.
Are you in agreement as well, Hope? Idiot?
I just want to know if lizard men are afraid of ghosts.
Afraid? That's a strong word, merely.
You seem very concerned about ghosts, and I want to make sure we have a nice walk as we get deeper into this pit.
Cautious, perhaps. They can't be punched.
I've never tried to punch one, so I don't know.
Have you ever seen a ghost, Vorel?
I've seen many things in the desert.
Fair enough. Let's continue cautiously.
All right, as this conversation takes place, Pharrell, the amount of wildlife chatter, you might say, or not wildlife chatter, but environmental chatter that you hear starts to increase. And one sound in particular has caught your attention. You hear a
Can I do a survival check, or would it be perception?
perception for seeing things. I think it would be survival if you're looking for a specific, like to hunt game or tracking, anything along of that nature is survival.
Yeah, cool. I'll do that then. Trying to sort of identify maybe the size or the type of animal or the call, whatever experience would teach me. 18.
18. So, you listen intently to that sound, and you're immediately gripped with the sense of fight or flight. That you know that this is a sound of communication, maybe even the sound of thirst, and that there is a hunt.
This is what
there is a hunt. You don't know the details, but you know there is a.
This is the feeling you're feeling. That's right there.
Aggro. Not sure from what, but my health bar is red.
Yeah.
I will go down. I will crouch down, sort of so that I am more toothy in the direction we are walking, and whisper back, a party is hunting us.
All right. Having heard that, I'm going to lean in and I'm going to say, Forel, once again, drumming my finger on the side of the megaphone. I know you feel like you didn't do well up above, but you are a ferocious hunter, far worse than anything we'll run into down here. I have no doubt you'll see us through this, and I give him another inspiration.
Okay.
I don't like holding on to these things, so I make an intimidate immediately.
Oh
And
my god!
I roar into the cave. Yes! Forel has risen once again!
Wow.
Be gone, beasts that burden our way.
And this time, Nash keeps it together. Him freaking out doesn't make me automatically roll something that's going to disable him for the next 8 turns.
All right, intimidate is a 14 plus the roll, so 18 total.
Okay, so you roar ferociously. Everything you have, it's the roar of the lizard. Is it lizard roar? Yeah. So it echoes all throughout the well and all into the pit area. You know where there's openings there. You know you've been heard for miles around you. This roar is in the quiet of the underground is ferocious. The chat after the roar is done and the echoes of the roaring have ceased. The chattering you were hearing has stopped, but your feeling has not gone away.
I swell with pride. They know our presence, but they fear us now.
As you look around with pride, and you're basically looking for a foe. You want to look your foe probably in the eye. So you're looking through the openings up and down. And one opening in particular catches your attention. As you lean aggressively in an aggressive stance, you look into the hole and you see the eyes. You finally find them. There's one eye, and then there's a second eye, and then there's a third eye, and there's a fourth eye, and you know what's coming at you. Roll for initiative.
Oh man!
Here we go.
Sweet. Oh yeah, much better.
Oh man, getting lucky. 19 for Nash.
10 for Stanley.
Gotta break the habit of laughing at people's initiative rolls. I don't know why I do that.
10 for Stanley.
Right.
Said it with pride.
Hope? Do you have an
23.
Nice. There's a roll.
Did the DM proud, guys.
Yep.
Forel?
It's good.
19.
Wow, there's a roll too. Wow, Stanley, you really suck at initiative roll.
You know,
bro.
Too busy pepping the lizard.
It's all good. It's fine. Everyone will get a turn.
I was horrified at how quickly he threw away my beautiful inspiration, of which we are limited on, and it's already gone.
Pepping
so-
the lizard is a great phrase. I'm never going to forget it.
Okay, so you see Vorel staring at something in one of the holes surrounding the wall. You're not quite sure what's in there, but you read on his body languages that there's a hostile in the hole. Now, everyone, movement is difficult. You can't move past one another without rolling an acrobatics. Both rolling an acrobatics check.
Oh.
Or risk falling.
What if you crawl between their legs?
Yep, but dropping. What's the movement speed on dropping prone? Getting up costs half your movement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can be done, but it's just you're not going to be able to move very far. But yes, you could do that. I think dropping prone is like immediate. I don't think you need to use movement to drop prone.
So how many people could you get past? Since I'm at the back.
Since you're at the back, you'd have to get past Nash and Stanley. So you have to get past 2 people to reach the front, anyways. Yeah. But you do have a ranged weapon.
Yeah. Cool.
You can also,
case...
so we can talk about actions in combat too, because right now there isn't an enemy present, let's say, for you to fight. There are things called reactions in the game. So you get an action and a movement on your turn, as well as bonus actions, which you get one of as described by your abilities usually. The other thing is you get one reaction per round, and one of the options you can do is you can ready. So if something, for example, in this case, you might say, I ready an action. If something comes out of that hole, I shoot it. All right. The most common reaction is an opportunity attack. If someone moves out of the range from you, you can make a free attack on it.
It's like Overwatch. It's like Overwatch in XCOM, kind of, right?
It's a reactive ability. So you get one of those. So if you ready an action and you use an opportunity attack before you use the ready, you've used up your reaction for the round.
Mm-hmm.
But like in this case, you could say if there's a hostile present, I will attack it.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly, quietly move back to higher ground and get my gun ready, aimed at the hole. I just want to make sure that if I shoot, I clear everyone's heads. I'm not going to accidentally shoot one of my teammates.
You're So the hole the Vorel's looking at is across from him and not on his side. It's
across, perfect. Okay, cool. Well, then I'll aim across. I'll take aim, and then if anything pops out, I'll shoot.
I like it.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for thinking of us. I appreciate it.
Of course.
All right. So as you ready your action, Vorel stares down the hole. This giant black ball just fires out of the hole he's looking at, right at Vorel.
Oh
and
gosh.
You're not quite sure what it is. So now that it's in mid-flight, you can take your attack if you want to react to it.
Cool.
Is this a projectile or something? What is it? We don't know.
My shotgun.
Yep.
Awesome.
So roll an attack.
So it's a 19.
Okay. How much damage does it do?
It does 7 damage.
Okay. So you hit the thing in mid-flight. You're not quite sure what it was, but you know that your shot connected. It still flies violently towards Vorel, and I need you. This is going to be a grapple check, Vorel. It's on you, and you feel nothing but little pokey things all over your body trying to grip you.
What is that?
He's grappling.
Are we on my turn or its turn?
Its turn. It's doing a grapple against you, contesting. You can choose strength or dexterity as your contested roll.
Perfect. Oh, natural 1.
Okay.
Oh no!
So that the critical 1 and 20 only apply to attack roll. This is an ability check, so it's less of a thing. It doesn't work on saving throws. It isn't like you die immediately.
You fall off.
However, this thing grabs a hold of you. You feel just many legs wrap around your back and sink into your back. You feel this like warm, hairy body push up against you. Thing is in your face, and yeah, so it's clamped onto you, and you guys can now get a better view now that a few seconds have gone by, and you see it has the shape of the largest spider you think that you've ever seen. It's just attached to Vorel. I
just dive into the pit head first.
It's covering him from about head to, because he's large, like under his pectorals or whatever. Like this would probably encompass your whole upper torso. For Vorel, it's less of a thing, but it's got him grappled currently.
Ugh.
Okay, next turn is Nash.
So this is now attached to him. We don't see any other enemies, right? Is the only enemy we see?
No, there's one enemy in view.
Okay.
He destroys the stairway where we're standing. And
Thunderclap the stairwell.
Thunderclap Vorel the spider.
It worked so well last time. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm in third. I'm behind. Who's in front of me? Stanley, or am I next in line?
Stanley's second and Nash is third.
Okay, so I'm right behind Stanley. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I mean, I don't have any.
You've got some single target stuff in case you were just worried.
Well, I know, but I don't want to.
PTSD about friendly fire.
Okay, here's what's going through his head. Here's the internal monologue. I could shoot another fire spell, but I don't want to hit the lizard. I'm already in trouble with that whole deal as it is.
Yeah, I mean, so this spell for your like, I'm looking at Firebolt here.
Yeah.
You will make a ranged spell attack, but if it misses, it's not. I'm not likely to punish people with like You accidentally hit your teammate all the time. It's just literally the spell you cast isn't an attack roll. It just affects everything.
All right.
So if you're shooting at somebody and they're grappled, maybe on a critical fail, who knows what'll happen? But it'll just be a miss will be a miss, and it won't impact your teammates negatively.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to do a firebolt. That is a 1d10.
Yeah, plus your charisma and proficiency.
So that
Charisma
is
modifier.
Okay. Charisma and proficiency?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. This is where I get bad. So that is 4, and then proficiency adds another
It's 2.
9.
It's plus 2.
9 total.
So 10 plus 3 plus 2 is
No.
9?
No, I got... Wait, I may have done this wrong. I rolled a 1.
Oh, you're supposed to tell me.
Oh, is it? Sorry, I did. Yeah, I forgot. You told me that already. This is where I get dumb. Yeah, I rolled a 1 on my D10 right there. See it, everybody? There's the 1.
How many times is Kyle going to be killed by Scott today?
Wait, on a D10 though. On a D10.
On a
Yeah,
D10.
that isn't a D20
Oh,
one.
you got to roll a d20. Oh, saved by the.
Well,
bronze
Yeah,
dice.
technicality.
Well, wait. It says to run the firebolt.
Nope, those are your damage dice. You're making an attack roll. D20.
Oh, okay. All right, rewind the tape, everybody. Hold on.
Oh man,
Ranged spell attack. Well, that was close.
that
I
was
thought-
really close.
After all that stuff I said, I could not light Varel on fire.
It's not
Maybe
great.
Let's fire.
It's not great. It's a 7.
Okay, and so add your charisma modifier. That's what you use for spells.
So
It's
8,
plus
9,
3.
10 plus 2.
And then
so
your proficiency for your spell ranged attack makes
12.
it 12.
12 total.
Okay, now let me find out the armor class. Okay, so you fire your fire bolt at the spider, and it just barely misses it.
Oh,
And it hits the wall behind Varel and the spider, and fizzles into nothing. All right, Varel, it is your turn. You
Excellent.
have a spider clamped onto your body right.
Yep,
And
I got it.
You think you can see what's its mouth somewhere near your face.
Okay. Well, it's
toothy.
a beast, and I'm not disgusted by it, so I will use my bite attack and bite its mouth.
Oh my gosh, that's so
Okay.
good.
Is a bite an attack? Like, what's the? I'm just curious.
Yeah,
what the
so
roll-
it's a melee attack. It's a natural weapon for me. I got a 11. 11 on the hit, or 2 hit.
You rolled 11 or 11 to hit.
11 to hit.
Oh, so you make this your mouth goes just like wider than it looks like it's possible because you're a lizard, right? Like, it's just
Yeah.
like ah. But you try to clamp down on it, and it nimbly sort of sidesteps the bite.
Ooh.
So
Then I will use Hungry Jaws as a free action to do another bite. But this
Whoa.
one can wiggle me.
Oh, he's
Give
got
him bonus
hungry
health.
jaws.
Hungry lizard.
Okay. 14.
14. Okay, it's a hit.
Nice.
You take a second bite and you clamp down deep, each tooth sinking into the body of the spider. It tastes delicious, by the way.
Oh, fantastic. 5 damage.
5 damage to the spider. Sweet. And it screams, like in the spider screams, like, "Wah!" Like it's this weird sound you hear from it. I don't know. How do giant spiders scream?
No, I think that's accurate. They
Yeah.
go,
Wails out in pain, but it still hasn't released its grip on you.
Perfect. That's natural. The Hungry Jaws, which means my health goes up to 20 temporary.
Oh,
and
nice.
I embrace the hug and kind of turn the body towards everyone.
Okay, so when you bite it, is it you bite and out, or is your mouth like have you clamped onto it with your mouth?
Oh no, I'm holding on. Like I expect everyone to
Okay.
just wail on me
I see.
collectively.
Okay. Cool. All right. It is Stanley's turn.
Well, being right there, and being he was so kind to turn the spider at me, I'm going to pull out my rapier and make an attack on the spider.
Okay. So you're next turn, so you can do that. Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
So it is my dexterity plus, yes, for the 2 hits. So that is going to be a 17.
All right. So you stab. By the way, we need to do an errata from the last one. You were cutting things with your rapier, but it's like it's a pointy
It's a
weapon.
very sharp rapier.
You don't cut things with the rapier. You stab them. So you stick the spider right in its abdomen, and Varel, you can actually feel the point of it touch you, but not pierce you. Just like you know it. And
Plan's working.
the legs go limp. The legs go limp, and release him. And now you've got a spider sort of stuck, skewered on your rapier.
I didn't even have to
it's-
roll for damage.
Oh shit! You didn't roll for damage. Roll for damage.
Was it
I was just
really?
excited. I was excited for you guys. Roll your
well,
damage.
that's 7 damage.
Okay, so yeah, everything I just said is true.
Great. And
Yeah.
I'm going to, I guess, offer it to Vorel.
All right. Well, as you stick it and pull it off and offer it to Varel, hope you feel these like violent little like clampy things like messing with your hair and your head and your shoulders. You feel these like hairy leg on you, and something's attempting to grapple you from behind, from above you. Roll a is attempting to grapple you. Roll a strength or dexterity.
All right, I'm gonna roll a dexterity. A 10.
10, and I am okay. So you managed to fling it off, like you're still fighting it. It's still there around you, but it is directly above you, and it is now your turn.
All right, well I'm gonna drop.
It's like on the wall right above you. Like, trying to-
Sweet. Oh, jeez. So in that dexterity moment, I just drop to my butt, point upward, and take a shot.
Okay. So if you drop prone,
Natural 20.
all right. Well, never mind. I was gonna say you have to roll with disadvantage because.
Oh,
prone
did
is-
I? Oh, okay.
But let's just say you sat down. Is that prone? No.
Yeah, or the squat. Just squat and then point.
I want you to get the 20. So describe the violence that ensues with your net 20.
With the natural 20, well, I squat down, immediately shoot upward, and then gore pours down onto my face, and I guess the body falls in front of me, and I'm barfing over the side.
Yes! I love it.
I forgot to make you roll damage dice again, by the way.
Yeah.
But let's just say you did the full amount of damage.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then
I have to be a better DM, everybody.
and then Varel goes because he sees her throwing up, and this is the worst experience he's ever had in a battle.
Okay, and as you're recovering, you're sitting down, ralphing over the side. Another black ball of speed flies out from a wall, and lands. It's Nash. You just turn your face, and all you see is a disgusting mouth and 8 legs flying out at you with the speed of a bullet coming your way.
Okay.
All right, he's gonna make we need you to make a grapple contest. So you can choose strength or dexterity and make your roll.
I'm gonna do. Well, either one. I have no bonuses, so I'll just say dexterity.
Okay.
16.
Okay. So the spider flies out at you, and you see it just in time. You nimbly step out of the way, and you think it would hit the wall and just fall down, but it nimbly latches onto the wall right behind you, and it's right there, like it's like an inch in front of your face on the wall.
Is it between Hope and Nash, or is it between Nash and me?
It's between Hope and Nash. So Vorel, it is now your turn.
Oh, Stanley's in the way.
Actually, you guys rolled the same initiative. I can give it to Nash, I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
Works for me.
So Nash, go ahead. Nash?
Oh, sorry. What am I doing? I thought you were talking to Varel, and I was looking at the character.
Shocked.
Nash is
Checking out the
paralyzed in
spider.
fear.
Wait, I need to
Just
roll.
staring at it intently.
It's your turn. It's your
Oh,
turn.
I'm sorry. I thought you said it was.
Talking some language.
I did, and then I said you guys had the same initiative. So I'll
Oh,
give it to
I was
Vorel.
reading a
Yeah.
spell description right when you did that, and I missed it. All right, sorry.
That's great.
Let's do.
Nash attempts to do the Crocodile Dundee with the spider.
I want to use my staff for something because I love this thing and it's important to me. And damn it, we're going to use it in the fight. So can I do something?
You can make a melee attack with it if you like.
I want
or you
to.
can-
Now, how close is the spider to me?
He's literally 2 inches from you on the wall.
All right, I want to whip my staff out from behind me, and I want to have that thing come down hard, right square between these the eyes of this creature.
Okay,
So
and it has a nail in it. So is it piercing or bludgeoning that you're doing?
I'm gonna. You know what? I hadn't thought of that. Let's call it piercing, I guess, because it's like a big.
It doesn't
nail.
matter. It's mostly for flavor.
Yeah.
I just want to know how you're.
Yeah, it's purely visual up to this point, but you make a good point.
Okay. So your attack. You have an attack roll for your staff. Your staff.
I think so, don't I?
You have an unarmed strike here.
What is it?
So it's going to be an attack roll plus your strength, and if you're proficient with the staff, you'll get your proficiency bonus.
All right.
Quarterstaff.
Quarterstaff. Yep.
So it was going to be +2 because you have 11 strength.
All right, here we go. 20.
You rolled a 20?
I rolled a 20.
Oh, good. All right.
Whoa!
Holy
Holy bash!
So to do critical hits right, okay. What's the damage dice on your quarterstaff?
I don't know. Let me find out.
Equip it in your inventory. It's not equipped, and it will tell you. Press the wield button.
Yeah, why don't I have this in here? There it is, wield. Okay, I'm wielding it. It says.
Okay. So did you? One of the things about this weapon is quarterstaff is versatile. So if you use it with 2 hands, you actually do more damage dice.
It's 1d6 or 1d8. Does that mean one is 1d6?
Yeah, 1d8 if you're wielding it with 2 hands.
Okay, let's do 1d8. I'll wield it with 2 hands. I don't have anything else. I don't have a focus or anything.
Yeah, you don't carry anything else, I imagine. So you get to do 2d8.
2d8.
Because it's a critical hit. You roll double damage dice
Okay,
for
here
a
we
critical
go.
hit.
Here we go. 2d8. 4 and 8. 4 and 8. So what's that? That's
12.
12.
And so this thing will die.
Yes.
So describe the violence.
This
that
is
ensues.
I violently swing it forward, and I swing it so hard that, and if the creature falls to the ground, and his twitching legs are showing me that I've done my deed, and the front of my staff, the top of the staff is covered in gore, and there are bits of hair sort of hanging off the pointy end of my staff.
The
Okay,
twitching
excellent.
legs tell me I've done my deed. Nash Magard.
All right. As you land the killing blow on it, several more spiders appear to be crawling out of holes. There's about 4 in total that you can see within eyesight.
Oh, my
out
lord.
of, crawling out of holes and around the walls around you. So, Vorel, it's now your turn.
Excellent. These are not on the walls near us, though. They're just
No, they're in there's
considered.
2 up above you. There's one a little bit low across the way, and there's one directly across from you now.
Cool. I will then do a reactionary action, and should one of them jump at people within my range, which I guess would just be Stanley, I will begin a grapple and resume our old strategy.
Okay. Our old strategy of grappling this way. Okay, perfect. So you are readied up a grapple action. Stanley, one of the spiders that has just crawled out and is walking along the walls, seems to look up at you, and you know it's looking at you. And it jumps across the chasm from above, down on top of you. Make a grapple check.
Oh no. Let's see. That's 10.
Okay, so it jumps across.
Now, I got height on him. Would I be able to intercept with my prepared action? And
Yep, that's correct.
perfect.
So how are you? Like, you're gonna try and grapple the grappler? Like,
Who grapples the grappler?
Yeah,
I'm into it.
How tall is Stanley? Like, I'm assuming.
I think. Hold on. I wrote it down. Somewhere. Character detail. Nope, not details. Physical characteristics. I'm 6'1".
Oh, okay, cool. So I could have like a shoulder's width and sort of do like a like I'm catching a barrel over his head and then kind of put it on my face.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
He puts it on his face. I love it.
roll a strength check for that. Actually, is it strength? Athletics.
Okay.
Yeah.
12. So athletics is 17.
Okay. Very good. You sort of nudge Stanley a bit to the side as you see it's about to just land on his head, facehugger style, and you reach out your arms, and because it works like rails, so the spider just has to grapple onto you instead of him. Its legs are hooked into your arms, and it slides down onto your face, and now it has you grappled.
I turned to Stanley again.
All right, cool. Stanley, did you have your turn this round? Where am I?
No, I haven't had a turn yet.
Yeah, it is your turn now.
All right. Well, it worked before. It could work again. I'm going to stab the spider on Vorel.
Okay, make an attack roll.
That is a 22.
Nice.
All right, you again stab this one in the abdomen. Roll your damage dice.
5.
Okay, so you do 5 points of damage. This one squeals a bit, but hasn't released its grip from Vorel. But clearly you've done some damage to it, and this dark black blood sort of oozes down your rapier and onto your hands. All right, another spider crawls down, and this one already had Vorel in its sight, so it's now jumping towards Vorel as well.
So happy about
Strength. You're rolling with disadvantage because you're already grappled and being grappled a second time. Strength
Cool,
or
that's-
dexterity?
2d20s?
2d20s. And take the lowest one.
Okay, 3. So,
Okay. Yeah. So
8 total.
so this second spider jumps off at you and has grasped itself on your left thigh, and so now you've got 2 of them on you. And this one, you feel its legs just everywhere, all up in you. It's very
Ew.
hairy.
It's all up in you.
Very
All right.
intense.
Yeah.
Okay.
the real life spider itches. I'm like, ugh. They're
All right,
round.
Hope, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna ready up. You said so there were 2 on the ceiling and then 2 on the walls.
So the 2 up top have jumped off.
Okay.
So there's 1 across and then 1 a little bit lower stairwell, as well
All
as
right.
the 2 on Vorel.
Cool. And for fear of accidentally shooting Varel with my shotgun, I'm gonna ready the gun, and whichever one of those spiders jumps first, I'll take a shot at.
Okay, perfect. So one of the spiders from down below seems to take a running start and make his way to jumping against Nash. Nash, there's another spider coming after you now.
Damn it. Okay.
All right, so take your shots, Hope.
Cool. Let's see. So that would be an 18.
Roll your damage dice.
5 damage. Come on, 2d8.
All right, so you hit it in the leg with the bullet, and one of its legs come flying off. So it's now only got 7 legs, but still, it continues on its way to Nash. Nash, you're gonna have to make a dexterity or strength roll. Please.
Let's do a dexterity roll again.
Mm-hmm.
5.
5. What's your strength modifier? 0. Right?
I don't have any. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, you rolled 5.
Yeah, I rolled 5.
And I rolled a 4, so it's 5 as well. So actually,
The missing leg.
you managed to just barely. This one dodges you as well. Nash, the quick stepper here.
Mm-hmm.
You jump out of the way and it lands on the wall to you again. So now you have another spider near you. The one spider from down below, this one doesn't jump. It just runs up the stairs toward Vorel.
Oh.
It attempts to
Yes!
attempts to make another grapple on Vorel.
Glorious.
You roll with this. You roll with disadvantage.
Okay. 9.
Okay. 9 total. Okay, this one also grabs onto you. This one's clutching your butt. So you're facing Stanley. It came from the bottom of the stairs. It just climbed up easily onto you and latched onto you from behind. You are seconds away from being bitten. This all happens in the span of a few seconds, right? Each turn is about 5 seconds. So it's not looking good for Vorel right now. It is now. So Hope had a turn. The spiders went. Nash, it is your Nash or Vorel. You have equal footing on a turn here.
All right. I want to. It worked pretty well last time. I want to do another staff lunge at this
On
thing.
the spider next to you.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. See if I can kill it. Hold on. 11.
11. Okay. No, this time you go to smash the spider with all your might. You go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And it hits your staff snaps the wall, making the slap. And, you don't hit it.
Damn it. I mean, damn it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vorel, it is your turn.
Cool. I will. Do I need to do anything to move? I have the one on my face, so I'm gonna bite it. I don't think I need the.
Yeah, no, you don't have to move. I mean, disengage is what people might do in a grapple situation, or you might use it to your advantage because you're part of the grapple. But you can only disengage from one of the spiders at a time.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I'll bite the one on my face because it's right there, ready to go.
All right.
That'd be a 16 to hit.
Okay, so you the one on your face, the one that was stabbed by John, right?
Yeah.
So I give it another 5 damage.
The bite hits, you deal 5 damage to it, and your teeth sink into it really deep this time, and it snaps the head area from the body, and the body goes limp.
Wow.
And this spurting blood half corpse falls onto the ground with a bunch of sort of sprinkling everywhere. Yeah.
Delicious. Okay. All right, and I use my move to shuffle that downhill side of myself towards Stanley. So that'll be the butt spider and the leg spider.
All right, Stanley, your turn.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save Vorel's ass and attack the butt spider. That's a 16 to hit.
Okay, so you pierce the spider with your rapier, doing what amount of damage?
12 damage.
Oh my god, that is an
Nice.
intense amount. So
Nice.
you actually drive the spear a little lower, skewing it from head to spider taint.
I was afraid you were going to get Varel with that thing.
And you know, you don't stab into Vorel, you sort of stab in a way that you know it'll be safe and keep his butt safe.
Right.
And the spider is now skewered on your rapier as well. And it goes limp and curls up in the way spiders do when they die. Okay. And it's now Hope's turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to take the thing on the wall. I'm going to take my shotgun, hold the barrel directly up to the back of its head.
Okay, the one on the wall? Yeah.
Uh-huh. Natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Whoa!
All right, roll your damage dice. Your gun does 2d10, is that right?
2d8.
2d8, then roll it.
All right, so the 2d8 is 7.
Okay.
And then I've got a plus 3, so 10.
Okay, so
Is that because it has 2 barrels? Is that the idea there? Or
it's
is
only got 1 barrel, but it's just
She
ballistic
critted.
weapons are
always
very
2d8s?
damaging.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a little more damaging than regular weapons.
All right.
So you hold the shotgun straight point blank up to it.
Point blank.
Yep, and you put a bullet into its body, and the back end just sort of blows out, and a lot of spider guts end up all over Nash. He's covered in legs and claws and spider hair and spider carcass. Yeah, and it falls to the ground in pieces.
I'll give Nash a nod. Like you're welcome, whether
All right.
you're happy about this or not.
Yeah,
So the last spider on Vorel right now, it's his turn. Or her turn. I don't know what gender it is. And it fires a web. So it climbs up to get a little better, because this is the thigh spider. So it climbs up a little better to get a grip on you. And as it does that, it fires a web out of its butt onto one of the metal pipes from the back. And it attempts to pull you off of the stairwell.
Oh no!
this is the sound it makes. There.
I got excited again. Sorry.
Okay, so you are going to have to roll a a strength save to resist the pull.
All right.
Oh dear.
Natural 1.
Oh.
Well, he's attached to the spider web, so maybe.
Okay, so the spider succeeds in pulling off, and you are now in free fall. Lizards don't like free fall too much, but the spider has a very firm grip on you, and as you fall, eventually you snap down, and it sinks its spidery legs into you, hooking you, but also damaging you for 6 damage.
Okay.
All right, and now you're hanging from a spider's web in the spider's claws above a giant pit.
Good
and
gosh.
you're really far out from any of the stairwells surrounding the circle, surrounding the stairwell spiral. Okay, then that's the spider's turn. Who is next? Hope you just went. So it's Nash or Vorel.
Wait, it's Nash or Varel?
Yeah. You guys have the same initiative, so I like to give the option.
Okay, well, let's discuss this, Varel. What tricks do you have up your sleeve? Or, moreover, we're having this conversation.
Varel, damn it. Tell me what you want me to do, because you're hanging there real precariously, and I'd like to help you out if I can figure out a way.
I would like to. I'd be entirely caught up in the thing.
Yeah, he's caught up in the moment. His turn is a span of a few seconds, so.
And I don't even know what spells you would have or how
All
they
right,
work.
fair enough. I got an idea then.
All right, so it's Nash's turn. Nash is taking initiative, taking the turn.
Can I get creative with my staff? And because it's got that hook on it, is it possible I can reach out and either, kind of have him grab it and pull him toward me?
So how long is your staff? Did you say it's about 6 feet?
Yeah, 6.5 feet, something like that.
Okay, so you can reach out about 6 feet. He's about, I'd say, 20 feet out at best.
Oh.
So he's going to have to swing himself somehow to get closer to you.
I don't know what to do. I don't have anything to do. I mean, to help him.
Is there any way you can use your friends to help?
Is he attached to the spider web, or is the spider holding him?
The spider's holding him currently.
But the web is.
The web is
from
holding the spider.
They're
dangling
from the ceiling somewhere. Okay.
They're dangling from a web.
And he's holding him in a grip. Oh, I don't know. Do you guys have any tricks that your good buddy Nash could help?
I've got nothing. I've used almost everything I have at this point.
I got one. Can I do an intimidation roll to try to distract the spider and get him to... What I don't want him to do is drop the lizard. I want him to maybe be distracted and head back our way, but somehow he wouldn't be dropped.
I mean, you can make that attempt. I can't tell you what will happen until you do it.
But I can make that attempt. All right. This could go really wrong. I can't risk it. He'll fall. I can't do that.
Yeah, sometimes the option might be to do nothing. Varel has a turn after you. He may be able to.
So if you
Okay,
hold
I got
the
it.
stick, he could potentially swing over and grab it.
Can I do like an insight or an investigation check and just see what's around me to maybe help me extend the length of my staff?
Yep, you can use your turn to examine the layout. So
Okay.
make a perception check. Wisdom.
Whoops, wrong day. 11. Perception. Or no, wait. What am I doing? Investigation? That's +3. So 14.
Okay. Perception is 14. Okay. So what you do see? So there's the stairwell, the spirals.
I'm sorry.
all around
I'm sorry. 8, 9. I was looking at the wrong stats. Perception is 1 +1.
11, 14, 8, 9.
Yeah.
So the so you can see all around that there's the stairwell. Now you do see also that what the spider has latched onto is one of the metal struts that supports the pipe in the center.
Mhm.
So he's not actually attached to the pipe, but one of the struts. Now the struts generally come out 3 different ways typically. And they come out at such a point where, from the stairwell, you could reach on and grab and sort of, you could in theory climb out to the well hanging off the pipes, right? Like sort of monkey bar style.
Yeah.
So that's where he's attached to. Apart from that, the web is attached to one of those. There isn't really any other features, like anything that isn't, nailed down or just part of the wall about the environment.
Okay, so no extra sticks laying around, no rope or anything.
But like in theory, based on what you've seen, is that one possible way, apart from having him jump and catch your stick, to get him might be to climb on out on one of the metal struts and pull up the web and pull Varel up so he can grab onto his strut, and then you can walk safely. You can hang safely back onto the stairs.
But wouldn't the spider still be gripping him, and I'd be pulling him up with the spider?
I mean, that's one way to do it.
All right. Well, what the hell? I need some kind of strength roll on that, though, right?
Well, you've used your action though to survey the ground.
Oh,
So
right. I did. Yep.
you can move closer to an area.
I'll get
know,
close.
hoping-
I like this direction, so I'm gonna get closer to the pipe or to the struts. If that's
Okay.
all I can do is move.
Burrell, it is your turn.
Cool. It's cradling me nicely. Yes.
I mean, it
lovingly.
has all seven because this is the one that had its leg shot off. I think has all 7 of its arms hooked into you deeply. It's got a good grip on you. You don't feel not secure, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Do I have a counter hold? Like, if he were to let go, would I fall?
if you were to let go, would you fall? Yes,
if he
you're
were to
not.
let
You're not holding on to him. He's 100% holding on to all 270 pounds of you.
Okay, cool. It may be 2 actions, and what I'd like to do is get a grip that even if he died, I would remain held here, and kill him if possible. But I don't know if I can do both in this round.
Well, if he died instantly, you'd fall, right? Like you might be able to take a grab onto his corpse. I don't know what happens when spiders die. I need to look at that. Do they let go of their webs? Because like he just created the web, but
Right.
in theory, you don't. You can also he's grabbable, but also the web is grabbable. You could probably position yourself to where you grab a piece of the web
okay,
wrap
so that's
and hang
grabbable.
from that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then I'm going to Jungle Book climb him with like a foot in his face and try to use his own butt string
Okay.
to climb my
Yeah.
way back up. While
right,
using him as a stance to move me upwards.
Perfect. I like this. Strength check, please. Athletics.
Okay, 19.
19. So you take your big, strong biceps and reach up and grab the web and just pull your whole body up, and you feel that web tensing up. It's a strong web, but you don't know you're. And you do exactly as you say. Once you've got your grip on that web, you put your foot in the spiders. But you can't put it in your face.
No, yeah, but like a kid.
Yeah,
doing
it's
gym rope.
it's
You
gripping
got I've got my 2 feet on the spider butt, and that's
Yeah.
what's holding me upward.
Right.
Yeah, okay, but he's got his grips into you, so you haven't disengaged from his grips. That would be a different act. So
Oh,
he's like
gotcha.
still got you, right?
We got each other.
But he's no longer what's holding you up. You're now holding yourself up
Master of my own destiny.
on the web, and I think that's going to be the turn. That's the action for the turn.
Sounds
You
good.
can
works.
actually you can climb. Do you have a climb speed? Does your character have a climb speed?
Not a natural one, no. I can swim, but
Then
I don't
it's
have a
30.
natural
Then
one.
it's 30. Then it's whatever your movement speed is for climbing.
Cool. Then I'll begin to climb.
All right. So
Wait,
there's about 20 feet of.
So wait, is
with
there
this
slack
action-
now as I'm like pulling? Because
Yeah. There's like he's still gripping you, and then you're pulling him up and creating slack on the web, and you manage to make it to the metal strut. And,
Nice.
And now you're up at the metal strut.
Perfect.
Do you want to hang on to the web or the metal strut?
The metal strut, ideally. I
Okay.
want to sort of a rose on the door Titanic kind of hold.
All right, that's your turn. Now the spider's next, and it's not an intelligent creature. It's a beast. It's a hunter. So it's just gonna do what it does, and now it's finally gonna try and sink its teeth into you and bite you. He's going to roll with advantage because he's got you in his grip. What's your AC, please?
14 at the moment.
Oh my god, that's a terrible roll.
Good.
All right, well he tries to bite you, but just somehow doesn't, and you're not quite sure why. He's got his mouth there. He's putting it on you, but it doesn't seem to be penetrating your thick hide. Yeah, that's the story. That's the image. He's biting you, but it's not doing anything. It's just like, "Arr, arr."
Yeah, he's gnawing on it, but he's got thick, scaly hide. He can't get through that.
Yeah. So he wasn't able to bite through it. Wow, even with advantage, you're one lucky lizard, my friend.
For now.
Next turn is Stanley.
All right, now that I see that my lizard friend is secure, I am going to reach down to the megaphone on the hip, and I'm going to activate it, and for a brief moment, you hear the sound of feedback, like when a microphone is live and it's giving feedback.
Mm-hmm.
But then my eyes once again flare neon pink. I aim 2 fingers directly at the spider and whisper under my voice, "You will die." And I unleash a vicious mockery at him.
Your mama spider's so big.
Yeah. So bad. Okay, so it has to make a wisdom save.
Okay. You know what a wisdom on a spider is?
I'm gonna blow its little mind.
Probably low.
What's the save? 13?
14.
Okay, it was close one actually.
It's a very smart spider.
All right, it takes how much damage?
2. And it has disadvantage on any attack roll it makes before the end of the next turn.
That's good to know.
Nice.
Interesting.
Nice, thank you.
So you see a little tear come out of the spider's eye.
Real personal.
And you're secure in knowing that your psychic damage has hit its mind. The spider is thoroughly insulted.
Sweet. Did it. And then as a bonus action, just in case, I'm going to once again look at Vorel because he seems like he could use a little inspiration and say, "Friend, we have felled many spiders today, and there are many more to come. I believe in you." And he gets another D6 inspiration die.
Oh my god, what a lucky guy. Is that the 4th dice you've given out?
That's my last one.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, okay, that's right. You have a plus.
Inspired lizard.
You have a high charisma. That's why you get a 4th one. Okay, so Stanley's done. Hope, it's your turn.
All right, I'm just gonna ready my weapon, and if any other spider comes flying out, I'll have that
Okay.
ready to shoot.
Excellent. Nash, you're next.
That's her readying her weapon.
Yeah.
All right, I'm much closer. I'm right by him now, right? Give me the distance between me now and Lizard.
So the
Varel.
center of the room is about 30 feet out from the stairwell, from like the center. Is that the diameter?
No,
The
I mean,
radius?
where am I from Varel? Because I walked closer to the strut. He's now on the
Yeah,
strut.
I mean he's he's near towards the center, so there's a bit of pipe blocking, but it's not really a factor in terms of making a shot or anything. He's in the middle of the room, and you're a little bit above him, so you can look down and see him.
Okay. And I can see the spider, or no?
Yeah, you can see the spider. It's still gripping onto him. He has a tear in its eye.
I want to reach
He's
my.
sad.
I want to reach the staff down, let Varel grab it, and pull him to safety.
Okay, he's 30 feet out. Your staff is 6 feet. So
Wait.
if you reach the staff out.
I thought I was right up next to where he is now, though.
No, you walk towards the metal strut because you were going to go out yourself, I imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. I am picturing the strut weird then, because I thought that.
Okay,
closer
then
together.
you pictured the strut as where he was hanging from, the
Yeah.
one he was hanging from.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't clear.
No, that's my
Sorry, I
bad.
didn't understand that.
Um,
But we can say that that's the case then. All right, since we will retcon that, and you move towards the strut he was there, so you can reach it out. He's still at that strut. He's still got to make his way towards you, so he can't reach it yet. But he
Okay.
could maybe on his next turn.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, that works.
So I'm going to stand there, and I'm going to have that thing ready. I'm just trying to save the lizard at this point.
Okay,
So-
well then we'll ready that action, and if he falls from it, maybe he can try grabbing it. We'll do a strength check or something like
Okay.
that.
Who wants to take bets right now that this ends with both Nash and Varel falling down the pit?
As long as the spider still got the lizard.
I hope that it's
I'll
an
I'll say
endless-
this:
Yeah.
the pit is lethal at level 1, with no abilities to slow your fall.
I want the pit to be endless so that there's this conversation. Listen, I have to be straight with you, Lizard. That was me that totally hurt you in that one place. While we're falling to our death, I think that'd be amazing. Wouldn't that be great? I'd enjoy that.
Yeah,
All right, Varel,
reconciliation.
it is your turn.
Reconcile.
Right. I've got the bar. There's a spoder on me. She's ready. I want to grapple the spider and throw him off my chest into the air where he will be attacked by Hope.
Okay, excellent.
Oh,
So this is a disengage action. You will roll your dexterity for disengage. Just trying to see where that is. But yeah, it's a disengagement. 1 second. Because I forget. This is the rule I always forget. Hang on. Let me just
If that's the case, then I won't do it because I'm not a very dexterous person.
So disengage
You are
just means
inspired.
Yeah, you do have an
Disengage is-
inspiration.
yeah. But this will be like a grapple disengage. Sorry, actions in combat. Grappling, escaping a grapple. Grappled creature can use its action to escape. To do so, it must succeed on a strength or dexterity check contested by the strength of, in this case, the spider.
So
So you
strength.
can make
Cool.
it athletics or acrobatics.
Cool. I will do athletics.
Mm-hmm.
And I rolled natural 20, finally.
Oh,
All right. Well,
Thanks.
I'm not going to roll anything for the spider. You take the spider and you rip it from your body. Actually, because of the violent way you did that, you're actually going to take 3 points of damage to yourself.
Right.
Oh,
'Cause you ripped it from your body and
Yeah.
you throw it against the wall, or you throw it up into the air and it flies towards the wall. Now, I hope you have an action ready. You can use it here or you can defer.
No, I'm totally shooting this thing.
Okay. Then,
Natural one.
oh,
Yeah. Okay, so you go to fire at it. You're just panic. You didn't expect Varel to do this. And you make
No.
a panic shot. And
I was
actually,
looking somewhere else.
rather than hitting the spider, the bullet hits the strut that Varel is hanging from.
Listen, I'm sorry.
and it snaps in half. And Varel, the one half that Varel's on is going. It goes, and it's still attached to the thing, but he's slowly sliding off, and he can't make it back that way, back to the stairwell where Scott is now because the metal thing is broken. However, you threw the spider so violently, Kyle, that you are going to roll damage dice for an unarmed strike again as it hits the wall.
Perfect.
I think that's 1d4 plus your strength modifier, if I'm not mistaken. Might be something else for you, the lizard guy.
Yeah, 4 damage for me.
Okay, so the spider hits the wall, and as it hits the wall, it bounces off of it, boing, and then in the air you can kind of see it curling up, and it just falls down the pit and makes no attempt to rescue itself. So maybe it's dead, maybe it isn't, but it falls to its fate. Okay, so a few seconds go by. There are no hostiles in sight. There are no noises that you hear, and Varel needs rescuing. The bar bends a little bit further with each passing second.
Cool. I still haven't used my Inspire. I've still got that guy.
Okay. So what would you like to do?
Well, we've got Nash's stick, right? Is that giving any advantage, or is it?
So I guess in theory at this point you could make a break for it. Like you can walk back to the center pipe. There are 3 struts that come out from the side, so you could pick a different strut and walk to and monkey bar yourself to a set of stairs.
Oh, so the one I'm kind of hanging on is going bad, and I can kind of shimmy on to what's working and just do
Yeah,
another.
yeah, you can make your way back. Yeah. So
Cool. I'll do that then. I will
roll an
let go-
athletics check. Yeah.
Yeah. 18, 23.
All right. So
Uninspired.
with great ease, you actually grip on to the strut closer to the pipe. Then you grab the pipe and climb up the pipe a little bit to get yourself a better purchase, and then you know, what do they call that? Monkey? I'm saying monkey bars,
Shimmy?
but
Yeah,
whatever.
shimmy. Yeah, I go with shimmy.
Shimmying like you're doing the whole holding yourself by your arms, carrying yourself back to the stairwell, and now you're behind Hope in the marching order where you are, and you've made it back to safety. A few minutes goes by, and no more assailants make themselves known, and any noises of hostiles appear to have subsided.
well, a fat lot of good Nash did by hanging around with his stick.
You killed a
It
spider.
Yeah.
It was the actions that count.
It's true. I'm just trying to
the
make
thought
up.
behind it.
I'm trying to make up for the mess I caused earlier. That's all. Trying to, make amends, even though he doesn't know I did it.
I mean, in my mind, you've made amends. You're covered in gore. This is a glorious battle.
That's true.
right.
You are dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Stanley's the only one that's not, but he's a pretty boy. So.
Dirty, dirty Nash.
Okay.
All right, I guess we should continue down the pit.
Are we doing a short rest, or does this count as a short
it's-
rest?
It's not a good place to make a short rest here on the on the stairwell?
Just
It
cuddle up on
seems a
stairwell.
bit precarious.
I just
So-
asked because I have cunning artisan that allows the lizard folk to make an item out of a dead creature.
They should totally do that and make it for everybody. Everybody should get a new little trinket.
Well, you could probably pick up some of the corpses. What's your carry capacity?
Well, I'm butt naked, so it's all free.
Yeah, I mean, how much is a giant spider weigh? Like, I can probably look that up. 1 second. Let's see.
You know, if they-
Oh, you're
Or
talking
even
about
if
like
he just tears off bits, it may not be the whole spider.
I don't know if it.
if
Yeah,
it's-
I mean, you could
if
tear
it's-
off bits.
If it's
too
the
that
size
you-
of like a pit bull or something, that thing's gonna weigh like 85, 90 pounds, something like that. Be a big, heavy dog size spider.
Yeah, I mean, it probably. It doesn't give me a weight in the stat block. Oh, well, that'd be great to know. Because you never know when a lizard man wants to pick that stuff up.
well, I
I'd say they're
understand if
about.
it's-
Say they're about 40 pounds each. That seems reasonable. 40 to
Okay,
50.
if I can't like get down on and do it right now, I wouldn't bother.
Oh, okay. All right. Then fair enough. Maybe there's one at the bottom of the pit you can on
Sure,
if you find
if
it.
we come across it. Yeah.
So you guys continue down the stairs. There's no real reason to take a short rest here. You're not making the things. So you're about 30 minutes down. You continue down another 30 minutes. The actual cement gets better as you proceed. It seems like there's a rough patch in that middle area. The cement becomes more uniform once again. It does get more damp, though, noticeably more damp, but also cooler. It's actually quite refreshing. You can't remember the last time you felt this weather this temperate. It's actually kind of nice. And you walk again for 30 minutes and make it all the way to the bottom. As you approach the bottom, you see lots of bones, lots of garbage. You see a couple of fresh dead spider corpses down there. And as you approach the bottom, you see a trap door at the bottom of this room. So you slowly sort of approach and take a look around, and you're not quite at the bottom yet. I don't know if you guys would like to do anything before reaching the bottom.
No.
No. I'm
Well,
happy
as
to
you
get
sort
off
of
those
look-
stairs. The stairs suck. We want off the stairs. We're off there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you approach the final leg of this journey down below, Varel is the first to hear a loud scream.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And you
Oh.
just hear echoing throughout the well, "Oh!" No. And as you look up and you see a flailing body flying like a bullet down the well, hitting struts. No, ow! And it's just flying down, and it hits a piece of stair, and then it's bouncing back and forth. And the screaming eventually stops as whoever's falling must have hit something that just killed it. And then it flies right past you. Boom, with a big thud. The body hits the ground and just disintegrates into a spray of blood and bone and body parts flying everywhere.
Ah.
Does,
The one thing you do see, the head pops off and flies up like a bullet. And you recognize the face, the Hill Master.
Oh my
frozen in
god!
fear.
Oh shit.
And in that moment, time slows down, and you just see the Hill Master's horrified face spinning and circling. There's a Sarah McLachlan song playing.
Then Nash says, Hope, you better get a bucket.
Because she's gonna puke.
I was just gonna say that, and that's where we'll end the
Covered
show.
in gore.
I
Man.
was gonna say that's where we'll end the show for this evening.
Man.
man.
Another cliffhanger.
Yes.
I can't say I'm sad he's dead though. We'll get into that more next week.
No. But what happened upstairs?
I know, I'm freaking out now.
Are our friends okay?
Because whatever happened up there, they're still up there. Holy
Yeah.
shit, Bo, what are you doing to us here? You're killing us.
Yeah.
Well, the Hill Master's not up there anymore.
Nope, he's done.
In the arms of
Congratulations
the
on a good
angel.
session and actually fighting some stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think the Hill Master's gonna make it, y'all.
Yeah, I think you're right, Stanley.
pulse.
All right, well,
I
we
have
will.
the hand over here. I check the pulse.
This is really, I love this ending. It's my favorite so far. We've only had two, but I really liked it. We're going to continue next week with the further adventures of our intrepid crew of adventurers and Bo, the overlord of twist endings. Anyone have anything they'd like to say before we go? Any final thoughts? No? Nothing?
I don't think so.
All right.
No.
Let's be here next week, everybody. Therewillbedungeons.com. If you just tuned in and you missed all of this, there's still a way to catch up on all of it. It's all there. The archives are on video on YouTube. You can also get the podcast if you would just like audio versions. However you want it, it's there. Therewillbedungeons.com. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you guys for being here to watch live. And we'll see you next week for more of this.
Yes. What's
Oops,
next
that's the
for
wrong
Team
thing.
Fish?
Hold on. That was not it. Here it is. There we go. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week.